I'm Real Genetic Demon, and this is What's on the Tape, Season 16, Volume 9. Yes, next week we get to choose between Power Up or We Are the Champions. If you go back to episode 1 of the Volume 1 of this episode, this season, you'll be able to find a way to vote there and see which one we're going to get. I think at the moment, I'm afraid to say, though, if you wanted to see We Are the Champions, I think Power Up is definitely edging it at the moment. But anyway, so this week we've got, before the end of the season sort of compilation, we've got 2 tapes here, both of them from the Puma box, the box of Puma ones. We've got Maziax, and they're all both boots, by the way. We've got Maziax, which is quite a good game, actually, if I remember rightly. I think it's quite well sought after. BMX, and I'm not sure what version of BMX this is. I notice it's a load code as well, so that kind of makes it one of the earlier generation of games, so I'm not sure what that one is. By earlier generation, basically, it usually means that it's been created with machine code, and it's sort of they didn't put the sort of load-in header in there, which would then load the code. So we got those ones. And we also have this one here as well, because I thought we'd do the whole lot. This just says Tables Poker. It's been crossed out. There's boxing been on there. Counter something or other, 3.25. And then it says Poker there. So we've got Poker on here, which is the rise and low of the bets, and Roadrunner. That's kind of a guilty pleasure as Roadrunner, but we'll get to it when we get to it, and we'll discuss my guilty pleasure. But yeah, we got Roadrunner. So what we'll do is we'll start with this one, because we got BMX and whatever else on it. But we'll start with that. But I want to show you a couple of things before we start, because I want to also do one more sort of special game, and I'll show you that as we go. So I picked up a few things recently. One of which was this massive one from. It's not level 9 though, is it? It's somebody else. It's Midas, isn't it, at the bottom? And Mensch Concepts there. This massive one, huge box, that one. Adventure of the Spectrum. But I want to show the back, because it looks quite. There's some quite interesting little characters there. Your opponents: skeletons, wizards, zombies, and armoured warriors. I thought that looked quite cool, so I picked that one up. I also picked up this one as well. It's Blood Witch. So that was another good one. I like the cover. I like the Blood Witch cover. Wasn't it a Dungeons and Dragons game, Blood Witch, though? I know it's the screenshots, by the way, from the Atari ST, so we've got no chance of it being particularly good on the Spectrum, but wasn't it Dungeons and Dragons? I can't remember. You can tell me in the comments. Then we've got the Terrors of Trantos. I kind of like that one, because I just like the way there's a guy like attacking some kind of gigantic walled beast snake thing coming through it all. And sort of like it's got claws coming through there. I quite like the look of that one. I haven't actually looked at the general gist of it. It looks like some kind of a cross between a text adventure and a sort of graphical adventure, which is kind of cool. But we got that one. I also got this one from Hewson, and I'm sure I've probably played this before in the past, but I don't have it in my collection. But I do now. Gunrunner, lovely graphics there. I like that, sort of cocking his gun and people in the distance. And from the graphics on the back, it does look like he's very much moving across the surface of the planet, sort of attacking things and blowing things up. Look at that. I mind you saying that. I was going to say, look at that, 128k version. No, it's not. It's 48k version only. But yeah, I quite fancy that one. But this is the one. This is the game that I want us to try this week, because I haven't seen anything of it. I've never seen it before, and I want to try it. It's them. So it's Pirate Software, or Pirate, because it's Pirate there. Pirate. It says it somewhere there. There you go, Pirate. 5 levels of complex maze, speech synthesis, ooh, and kind of a weird looking thing. I can't seem to think of a particular. I've not seen anything else for it, and I had a little look because somebody said, "Oh, I've not seen that one before," and I haven't seen this one before, but I just love the cover. Look at that cover. Look at that. Isn't that cool? That looks the business. So we're going to give that a go as well. So we're going to put that on the pile. So without further ado, he says, shifting all of these out of the way, we're going to get this into a tape drive. Right, the tape is in the drive, so we're ready to go. So we'll go down basic, and then we'll go load dit code, because this is actually a load code one. This is the BMX one. So this is the first one, which is a load code to confuse me. I'm not sure whether I've played this one before. I thought it might have been a Mastertronic game, but then I thought to myself, no, it's probably not, because the thing with the Mastertronic games is they were pretty well, they were the budget titles, and I don't remember any that were load dit code or load speech marks code. I have a feeling This is something else. Like, could this be something rare? Now, it comes to mind, by the way, that last week, on that tape that I had last week, which I'm going to have to pull out, the Pac-Man that was on there, can't find that Pac-Man anywhere. That actually may be a missing in action, so I think we do need to... Oh, hang on. It said load code, and then it's... Oh, well, maybe it is the Mastertronic version, because it did do program there. Oh, it is BMX Race. It is the Mastertronic version. I don't even remember this one, to be honest with you. The instructions are thankfully on the front cover of it. Anyway, but yeah, the one last week, that Mastertronic... the Pac-Man game... very much likely missing in action. So I'm now going to have to go through the process, I guess, of preserving it and putting it somewhere, because it's not what I've seen before. Unfortunately, I can't date it, which is a bit of a shame. I can't put a date on there. Because it doesn't actually have a date anywhere written on it. It's just got the game itself. Unless it was a programmable one that was there. But I'll have to submit it now, I think, to something like spectrumcomputing.co.uk or is it spectrumcomputing.co.uk or is it .com? I can't remember. Or World of Spectrum. I think I'll probably have to submit it to one of those to have it sort of preserved, I guess, for with the whole thing. I think you have to do a WAV file and a tape.tap file, so a tap file, should I say, a tap file, but it's actually tape, isn't it? It's short for tape. Because all Microsoft still use dot extensions on their file formats. There's nothing to do with anything else. It's just extensions on there. Anyway, so yes, I may very well have played this before. Maybe. I think. I don't know. I've definitely got it. It was not one that I got. I think we all got sort of overtaken by the BMX simulator madness of the Codemasters and the Richard and David Darling. Who David Darling, of course, that was on my Twitter the other day. Before, of course, it completely collapses under the massive weight of my favourite words to describe Elon Musk. Space Karen. That's been my absolute favourite thing about it. He's even banning the use of the words Mastodon. So Mastodon being the rival to Twitter, but it's not really, because it's a distributed system. So basically people can host their own, which I think is a little bit... There's some issues with that in its very nature, because you have to pay for the cost of hosting Mastodon. But either way, Space Karen has got really upset with his Twitter thing. I can't even remember where we got to. Oh, but David Darling, yes, it was David Darling. Saw my post on Super Stuntman for the Amstrad CPC, and he commented on it. It was very nice. I just quite like it. I feel a little bit semi-special. I'm not very good with celebrities, but I feel semi-special when people, who originally did it. It's like Jim Bagley the week before sort of commented on Cabal, which is a fantastic conversion, and we discussed this last time around about the fact that it was probably better than the arcade version, which I completely understand. I mean, it definitely is better than the arcade version. Somebody just mentioned Spy Hunter in the comments. I can't remember who's mentioned that, but Spy Hunter, yeah, I'm going to give you that one as well. I think Spy Hunter on the Spectrum was a pretty awesome release, to be honest with you. But we did have some really, really, really excellent budget titles back in the day. I mean, Codemasters was kind of a specialist at it, but Mastertronic was also there with its nighttime or Magic Night series from Finders Keepers, which is a fantastic game. I loved Finders Keepers. That gave me hours and hours and hours and hours and hours of fun. I still, though, to this day, don't understand the reason for collecting all the items within it. It seemed that you collect the items, and if you manage to escape, because I think there was several ways to win, wasn't there? Because it was like the king wanted you to do something, but there was several ways to win, and if you won, you got the items in value and cash, and that was kind of your high score. It was a bit of a weird one, that one, but I always liked Finders Keepers. I was always quite a fan of Finders Keepers, and I always loved the cover of it. It was brilliant. And of course the Firebird range, which then of course Firebird, it's so weird, isn't it, to think that something about grannies will put a walking stick in a wheel. Anyway, I'll get to that in a second. But Firebird, British Telecom, missed out there, didn't they? I mean, I know they're making billions anyway, but they did miss out there. Anyway, ride your BMX racer through the countryside, avoid the obstacles, and keep on the track. Keep an eye out for Mad Biker, the Mad Biker. There's always a Mad Biker. It's like Ghost Rider, but less fiery skulled. The old granny will put her walking stick in your wheel if you go near her. She's not very nice. Accelerate over the jumps to gain extra points and keep in a straight line. Okay, so we've got left, right, accelerate, decelerate. Press the key. I don't think I've ever played this one. I'm going... There's a jump there. I don't like them cars coming at you. So sort of, it's not what I was expecting. Do I? Hang on. Let me just check whether this works. What I'm thinking here. Ah, right. Okay. So you basically. Oh, hitting the jumps quite hard. So basically, if you want to go sort of straight again. Oh, that's cool. Why have I got a French shirt on though? Oh, yeah, and the onions are flying around my head. Probably would do after being hit by a car. Ah, hee hee. Sorry. Couldn't help that one. There'll be a few people who have had this. Hit the key. Right, okay. Yeah, so you press accelerate to kind of straighten you up. There's the mad biker there. There's a granny on the side of the road. Am I meant to be like off the side of the road? Can I just keep on the off the side? Yeah, I can. Just got to watch them for the mad biker. So we're going through the countryside. Yeehaw! Oh, you'd have thought I'd have jumped the car for extra points. There's Granny there. She's psycho. I've already beat my high score on this. Yeah, this is one I'd have. We'd play with my mates. We'd be there, try to beat each other's high score, because it's one of those games where it's just your own stupidity that causes you to not score anything. There we go. Extra points going over the jump. There's Granny. She doesn't just stick the stick in your thing. She hoists it at you. Oh, the horrible old lady. She's a maniac. She's a maniac. There we go. She throws it at you. I'm assuming that's a rabbit. That's a dog pig thing. I'm making it up now. She's crazy, is that old dear. My little legs going as I bike along. It's not one to rave about, particularly. Going over the jump should give me extra points, but you don't even see what the extra points are. I'm scooting past her. Gotta remember to use the accelerate to do the to go straight again. That's the yes. Uh-oh. Avoided Granny there. Well, I can go for a while on this one. Oh, you're gonna get your full episode here of BMX biking extravaganza. Going over that. Watch that huge car and the pig monster. Yeah, it's only your own stupidity that's going to cause you to go wrong on this. It's just an endless road, an endless, ever seemingly endless sort of tromp through the countryside. I don't think I ever really biked through the countryside on my BMX. I probably did, but I had a racer by the end of it. I did have a BMX at one point. There we go, dead. That's kind of cool. I quite like that. I like the end sequence more probably than the graphics on the in-game. That wasn't too bad, though. That could have been worse, as they say. That could have been worse. My goodness, that was pretty full, that tape. Maziax is next. Let's put our names in here. Demons. My BMX came from Halfords, and it was like the heaviest BMX in the world. It's like my parents went to the end of the aisle and went, right, which one weighs about 1.2 metric tons in weight, and that was the one I got. That was my BMX. My BMX couldn't even take off the ground. However, I did replace the back nuts with stunt nuts and the front ones so that you could stand on it and then give your mate a backy, which wasn't possible realistically, when they were holding on to you. Couldn't really give them a backy on a bike that already weighed 1.2 metric tons in weight. But other than that, the plan was flawless, of course. So anybody else have one? I always wanted a chopper or a grifter. Do you remember choppers and grifters? Choppers were cool because they had that like gear thing in the middle, didn't they? And they looked like one of those sort of Harley Davidson bikes with the sort of that you sat back on. What do they call those? There must be a specific name for them. I'm trying to think now. It's running through my mind. I'm trying to think what they were. But then the grifter was like what you became probably your modern day mountain bike. And nowadays you get like sort of street bikes, which are like got the handles that are up flat and they're a little bit stronger, but they're not quite racers, where you were down low around those sort of. I always thought they looked like ram's horns. They were sort of like sort of round and thin tyres. To be fair, when I was a kid, going over jumps on a racer was not a good thing.
So you learn that whole thing of biking with no hands. Do you remember that? Biking with no hands. I say there's when I go to work, and almost every day that I go the side of this direction to work, there's always this lad on his bike with no hands, going everywhere, just literally everywhere. He's in a racer though, and so he's got a mountain bike. It's much more impressive. I mean, they've got suspension nowadays, don't they? So they can go down the mountains and all this kind of stuff. It's just unbelievable. However, if you're wanting a good mountain bike simulator game for fun on modern day hardware, can recommend Descenders. That's a really good game. You can get it on the Switch. I think you can definitely get it on the Xbox. You can definitely get it on the. I don't think you can get it on PlayStation Network, unfortunately. And you can definitely get it on sort of Steam and GOG and things like that. But I can recommend Descenders. That's procedurally generated as well. And you just bike down the hill basically. It's quite good fun in a strange sort of way. It's good. It sort of makes you go through levels to a certain point, and then you've got to kind of make it through and do a final big jump and all this kind of stuff. But they're all procedural. So, but it's all played multiplayer, but not multiplayer, so you can see other people on the courses with you, but they're not. They can't crash into you, do any damage. They're just on the courses, so you can see the Xbox players and the PC players all together, which is really weird, actually, to be honest with you, when you're racing against them. Anyway, Maziacs, not a single. Wow, we had a loading screen on the last one. I was gonna say not a single loading screen. I have got a cup of coffee. I've got a cup of coffee. I'm just looking at the controls. QA, XC, and V to view. Not sure what I'm going to do in this one. It's very weird. So I've got a cup of coffee. I've got it in my flake mug. So it's only the crumbliest, flakiest chocolate in my mug. Yeah. So sorry about that. Apologise. No, I don't apologise at all. Take it. Here, have some. I'm having coffee. I'm having coffee now. Hang on. It's a proper big mug. I do like this mug. It's a good mug. Oh, DK-Tronics Maziacs. There's a name I recognise quite frequently. Don Priestley. It's a great name for a start off. K for keyboard. All right. Don Priestley's Maziacs. Read all the instructions. Start. Continue without. Oh, I'm continuing without. No. S. B. Start the game. B. Maze being generated. Adventure 1. That's it. Put gold here. That's right. You've got to find gold, don't you? Prisoners. I like the graphics on this one, though. I think it's kind of cool. I think you've got to find weapons with that. That looks like gold. Do you think that's gold? Should we put the gold there? Just give me a route through to where all the... That was... View. I should have taken the instructions. It's fine. It's fine. It's Maziacs, it is. He seems to be telling me a route to go through this thing, look. Don't know if it's to avoid anything, but he certainly seems to be giving me a route. What's that for? Anybody understand the route element of it? Ugh. I've got a knife at the moment. I think that gives me like one hit that I could take on them. Yeah. Okay. I'm following what they said. Okay. Is there any more prisoners? I think that's gold. Or health. Is that health? There's a prisoner over here. Yeah, I beat him because I've got the sword still, but I think I lose the sword in a second. Yeah, it's me without a sword. Now he noshes down on me. It's a good little animation of him getting killed, isn't it? Yeah, alright, I've done it. I've killed him. Sword obviously improves my chances. There's a route there that it's gone through. Let's have a look at that quickly. Where's it taking me? I don't know where it's taking me. These are like cakes or something. Get him! Get him! Get him! Stab him! Kill him! Kill him! Yes! I am a little hero. I don't remember. I think I've probably got this on this title, but I can't. No way. Oh no. My health is obviously on the right hand side there. The little chained up guys is kind of cool, isn't it? It's almost a modern day game that you could have. You know, I can imagine a modern day game where we do that. I love the way you can get the swords. You can sort of overpower them quickly. Yes. I need to go this way because I need to know what he's doing. Go talk to one of the prisoner things. Oh, he's eating me. R.I.P. That's pretty good, that, though. Move on quickly to the next game. Should we read the instructions? That might be handy. I quite like that. I've definitely got a copy of Maziax. I have. I've 100% got a copy of Maziax. Okay. I here to read all the instructions. Select from the instructions the adventure, the prisoners. Gee, what do the prisoners tell you? Can show you the route to the treasure, or if you already have it, the way back to the start. That's a really cool dynamic. That is actually. Do you know how cool that is as a dynamic? That's actually such a clever thing. K energy. I know what energy looks like. That's food. So you run out of energy, increases your energy, and you find food. Yeah, I thought that was it. It'll be on the right of the screen. That's the starvation meter. The end. M. Put gold here. Yes. Kind of clever, isn't it? I kind of like it. Swords view Maziax. Aye, that's the creatures. The guardians of the treasure, although they know where you are, they're not intelligent enough to find you, but most direction routes... Yeah, okay. Unpredictable. Unpredictable behaviour, Maziax. They're like spiders, but not spiders. Swords, I know what swords are. J's the view. L, the treasure? What does treasure look like? That's what treasure looks like. At least 200 moves from the start. Can't carry the treasure and the sword, but you can swap the treasure from the sword at any time. That is cool. I don't need to know about difficulty. I've seen that before. E, the adventure. That is very, very cool, though. That's actually really, really cool. I quite like that. It's just on so many levels. That's kind of cool. B. Right. Generating a maze. I like the way they generate a maze. Or straight away stabbing one of these things. Doesn't show you really how many lives you've got though, which is a bit annoying. We'll get some food. There's the treasure right there. Treasure's right there. I just gone past one of the treasures. Oh, it's good to know it's only 200 paces away from where you start. It's right there. Oh, I can't get out that way. Boo. Yeah, I'm going to have to go up and round, I think. Oh, it's a pretty cool game, this one, isn't it? Are you going to show me the route? This looks like I can probably get there quite quickly. Oh, let's ask this prisoner again. Oh, this isn't going to be good, though, because there's Maziac. Yeah, I get past that one, alright, but these ones are going to be harder. I will beat him finally, but it's going to be hard without the... It's fairly unpredictable whether... Oh, no, it's unpredictable whether you win or lose against in a hand-to-hand combat. You're better off with a sword. That's pretty cool, though. Quite enjoyed that one. Quite surprised how much I did enjoy it, actually. I have played it previously. I didn't realise how good it actually was. Really good, actually. Really, really good. Said it, I did not... Oh, it's not this game that's got speech synthesis. Right, okay, let's see what we've got next. We have... He says, getting the tape out. This should be poker. Oh, it's maybe naughty poker. That's why this has been scribbled out and whatever else. It's maybe strip poker. Maybe it's a bit Sam Fox with her boobies out again. Sam Fox. There's a lady of a generation, isn't there? So yeah, she was in them all, wasn't it? Was it Linda Lasardi who was the other one, wasn't it? And there's a few others, wasn't there? Though there were the kind of these were the boobs the sun showed us on a regular basis. A loader. I did get sent a strip poker game actually. The one for who was it by? I can't remember. It's up on the shelf. You can't quite see it, but I got sent one by the lovely Daryl. That was brilliant of him, actually, to be honest. It was a good one. We played it at one of the What's on the Tapes. Can't remember which episode it was, but we played that as a thing, and I did really well, and then she put all the clothes back on again because she was cheating all along. It took quite a while to get to that point. I do like a bit of poker though. It's one of those kind of card games I kind of like that and Snap. I'm quite good at Snap. No, I'm only kidding. I do like a bit of that. A bit of Solitaire, the old Solitaire of the day. Nightsoft presents animated strip poker. This might even be it. This might be the one. Hang on a second. Hang on. It is. It's her again. It's the same girl. Yeah. So this is the one where she beat me and she cheated. It is animated strip poker by Nightsoft. They didn't want to. Whoever owned this didn't want to say that it got strip poker. Strip poker. Some nudie going on. It's a little naughty. So, but yes, she's on there. I can't remember her name. She's got a name, I think, as well. She's named. Strip poker. 5-card style enclosed. It's so full screen height animated. Mandy. That's her name. It's Mandy. Featuring the largest ever sprite graphics on the spectrum. There's a claim, isn't it? Mandy's full height and the largest ever you're going to see. Artist was David Bardsley. He spent hours on that. He researched it. He was on the special aisle in W.H. Smith's back in the day, buying the magazines from the very top shelf. And that's where he found his copy of Oink, because they put that on the top shelf because it was a bit controversial for kids. Even though it was modelled on Mad Magazine, which was for kids, well, I would say teenagers. So W.H. Smith's put it on the top shelf because it was too controversial for their liking. Yeah, I'm sure they put 2000 AD when they had the Margaret Thatcher getting punched in the mouth or whatever it was on the bottom shelf. I'm sure that was fine. Did she get punched or something similar? Or somebody shot her? Can't remember. It was something weird like that happened in the whole thing, you know. So, but yeah. We've played this one before. It's not a bad poker game, actually, to be honest with you. It's a bit of titillation for you, I'm afraid. A bit naughty. It's a little bit naughty. Maybe too early on a Sunday morning for this. I might have to shift the timing. To be fair, though, I got you all excited when we Crumbliest Flakiest song, didn't I, earlier? Yeah. That was sold by a lady in the bath eating a flake covered in bubbles. Do you remember that? That's what the song was about. I mean, of course, they sold all chocolate like that to ladies back in the day, didn't they? And then if you remember, not to glamorise cigarettes or anything like that, because to be fair, I'm a non-smoker, but then I understand the concept. But as not to glamorise cigarettes or cigars, they sold the Hamlet ones with that guy who used to play Ramsay Nesbitt in a brushing his hair over the top of his balding head. Yeah, do you remember that? They used to Hamlet cigars. What was it? Happiness is a cigar called Hamlet. That was the tagline. They were bloody good taglines back in the day, weren't they? Never smoked Hamlet, but if I did smoke, that's what I'd smoke, because clearly they were, nowadays they've just got pictures of somebody's lungs on it. It's just, everybody who smokes nowadays is probably as a serious sort of clinician at this point. If there was ever an RTA and a road traffic accident, somebody who's smoking is most likely be the person who's going to be able to put your lungs back in. There she is, there's Mandy. Oh, hello Mandy. Press any key to play. I'm having a drink of coffee first because I can't brace myself. Hello, Mandy. Pressing the key. Press the key. Okay, let's play. Let's play. I'm ready to play. This game for dares. I'll play for your shirt. You will you? It's a good job I don't have a video camera on me, isn't it? Okay. Ups the ante. I'm sure there's some controls for this that I need to know. I don't think anybody knows the keys. What are the keys? Lower bet, higher bet. Press the 7 key. Alright, okay. So I got stand, bet, whatever else is. I got 2 kings. I'll bet. 10. I call. Okay, good. What do I want to get rid of? I want to get rid of number 1. And number 4. I draw 3 cards. Good. I've got a pair. I want to bet. Right. Let's see how brave you are. I can bet 25. Go for it. I call. Here we go. Here's my hand. She's got 2 queens. I win the pot of 80. 80, there we go. Because I had 2 kings. I'll tell you what the hands are as we go along. If you've never played poker before, I'll tell you the hands. The biggest animated sprite. She literally is 1 pixel away from being the top of the screen there. Look at that. 1 pixel away. So I got 2 6s, which is a pair. So that's okay. It's not a good one though, because it's lower than jacks, kings, queens, and aces. Ace being the highest. I'm going to call and see what she does, and I'm going to get rid of 1 and 4. I'm leaving the 6s and the king because I'm hoping I'm going to get another king. She draws 3 cards. I have not got another king. I've only got 2. She's betting 10. I think I'm just going to call because I want to get rid of the hand. See what happens. She's probably going to win this because I think she's got a decentish hand. She's got 2 3s. I beat her. Huh. She bets on anything, it seems. She bets on anything. 2 6s was going to be the win for that. This is not what you'd call Texas Hold'em or when with a river. This is old school 5 card poker. So it's very call, lose 2 cards, then you're betting on what you've got left there. That's the kind of thing it is. So what I've got here is an interesting dilemma. I have 2 9s, but I also have 7, 8, 9. And if I had a 10, and you'd have to change a few things. So what I'm looking at is 2 9s here, and I think I'm gonna bet 5. She's gonna call. So betting increases the amount that goes into the whole the actual pot itself. Notice there's nowhere that tells you what the pot is for a current time. I want to get rid of 3. and 5. I've got a full house. I've got 3 queens and 2 nines. I wish to bet. I'm going to go 25 here. She's going to call. I'm going to win this, I would have thought. Unless she's got a full house that beats my full house. I doubt it somehow. She's got 2 aces, and that's it. I win the jackpot. That would have been a bad one to go against for the points. Okay. I like the way he says okay. Nothing in that hand there. Ante up. Stand. She's standing. Which means she doesn't want to put anything against it. What am I going to do? I'm going to stand as well. Which means we both don't put anything into the pot. New deal. Oh, so in fact, it just started again, it seems, in the rules of this one. If we both stand, we both don't like our hands, so we don't want to bet or play. God, that's a horrible hand as well. Okay, yeah. Ante up. Oh, there is the pot there, below. 20 in the pot. Bet is... Ugh. It's a horrible hand. I'm going to stand. She stands, so we'll deal again. New deal, because neither of us wanted to play those hands. Okay, here we go. Wow. Getting some good hands here. I like the way he says okay. No. Oh, she's betting on this one. I'm not even prepared to. I'm going to fold. She won the pot of 40, which is mostly her own money anyway, so it makes no difference. It's any key to deal. This is where it went really badly wrong, though. Do you remember that at the previous episode where we did this? It just went really, really badly wrong. Got 2 nines. Yeah, that'll do. We can start with that. That's a reasonable one. Okay. Now bet 10. She's going to call. So she's confident she's got something. So I'm going to get rid of 1 and 2. She's going to draw 3 cards. I only have 2 nines, so she's got a pair. Stand. Bet 25. I'm going to call. Pot will be 50 odd. Here's my hand. Nothing. She had nothing. She just had the aces and kings. She was just going with an ace high. Wow. Brave girl going for an ace high. I have bluffed a few hands in my life, but it's a bit hard to bluff against a computer. And the fact I'm literally talking out loud about what we've got. Let's see. She's betting 5. I'm going to call, I think. We might as well go see if we can get the see if we can get rid of some of this junk in here. 1. Boom. Wow, nothing. I draw 3 cards. I bet 10. I'm going to fold. Oh, what the hell? I'll call. See what she's got. I'm just laughing now to see what she's got. Here's my hand. 2 sixes. You won the pot of 40. Fair enough. Don't have to take some time to get through her money. I got 2 nines. That's okay. That's good enough. Let's see if we can break the bank on this one. I'm gonna bet. Go the full hog to begin with. I call. So she feels confident if she's got something to bet with. Let's get rid of 1 and 3. I draw 1. That's not good. I've got 2 queens and two whatever else it is. I've got 2. I'm gonna bet here. I'm pretty confident on this one. I call. My dress is hanging by a thread. What's she got? She got 2 jacks. I won the pot. Sorry, Mindy. Sorry, it's Mindy. It says Mandy in the instructions. Uh-oh. Oh, no, look the other way, everybody. Look the other way. She's undressing. Oh, my God. And her clothes just exploded on the floor. That's what always happens when do it. I'll be playing for my bra. Okay. And you play for your shirt. Good. That's a deal. I'm not sure how far I want to go with this. It's getting a bit frisky, a bit risque for our I've got 2 8s. I've actually got something okay to begin with. Has she got more money again though? Look, she's got more money though. She gets to start again with more money. It means it takes blooming ages to get clothes off. It's a very long session. Right. Bet. Right, we're betting it all. She folds. I'll take the cash. It's all my own. I basically just took the ante from that, which is basically 10 to enter. So the ante is what you pay to enter. Could always just smash it with the 7 to bet it the most and see if she'll keep playing. That's a nice hand. Let's see if we can play this one a little bit more cautiously. Yes, I'd like to bet. I'd like to put 10 in. Raises a 25. Oh, I'm liking this. Raise it. This is where she gets all the clothes back in a wanner, and I have to strip down to my little tidy whities. My tidy whities. She's drawn 2 cards. That means she's already got something. I've got 3 aces. Oh my God! I've won this. Whatever she's got, she can't beat 3 aces. I'm sure of it. Unless she got another full house. I got 3 aces. I'm betting. She's gonna call. What you got? What you got? She got 3 10s, but I got 3 aces. You can't write that one. You cannot write that one. That's the way. That was a pot and a half. Oh God, that's a terrible hand. Well, it's not so bad. There's some king and a queen in there, but it's not brilliant. I stand. I think I'm going to stand as well. So it'll cost nothing for us to change our mind here. Got to turn the tape over. Got to turn the tape over. Any keys? Got Roadrunner to play as well. I don't think the only Mindy I ever remember is from Morecambe Mindy. You remember that? Nanu. I don't remember much about Mindy, to be honest with you. In Morecambe Mindy. I remember obviously Robin Williams at his mental best, realistically. I don't mean that in a bad way, but you know, sort of, it was quite his style, wasn't it? To be sort of a crazy, sort of a comedian that was in your face with his approach, but fun at the same time. He seemed a very fun man, to be honest. Okay. That is a crappy hand as well. Just when we were doing so well, the hand was a bit bleh. She's betting 5. I'm not going to raise. I'm going to call because I'm ready to see if we can make some damage to this. 1, 2, 3. Enter. See if we can get something else. She's drawn 3 cards as well. I've got absolutely nothing. She's betting 5. She's hoping that I'm gonna that the pot is fairly small. I'm not gonna rise. I'm gonna call. I might as well. What's she got? Here's my hand. I won the pot. No, you won, Mindy. Here's the pot. So she got an ace. Basically, she had a slightly better hand. Oh, she got a pair. Sorry, she had slightly better than my ace high, and that's all I had realistically. An ace high. Let's see if we can get some good cards here. Come on, little brainwave man. I want better cards. They're rubbish cards. What are you doing? Okay? No, they're not okay. Give me good cards. No, I'm going to stand. I should be able to call now. 1, 2, 4. Please, good cards. Please, good cards. She's drawing 3 as well. Rubbish cards. I've drawn 3 cards. What's the bet? Mindy's going to win this, so I am just going to fold and save time. There you go. You won 20. Have the 20, Mindy. Have the 20. Keep the 20. 20 for you. I think once she takes all my money, she gets to put clothes back on again. They magically reappear on Mindy. I got 2 7s. I'll go with that. Let's see if we can. That's not brilliant, by the way. It's kind of midway in the deck. So she's got another set of them. She's bet 10. Oh God, right? Okay, so she could have anything here. I'm just gonna call. Get rid of 1, 1, and 5, like that. Oh God. She's drawn 3 cards. I bet 10. Okay, you bet 10. Let's just go for it. Let's get the calling out the way. Let's call it. There's not much in the pot, but it's worth a call. What have you got, Mindy? Here's my hand. She's got 2 9s. She wins. Ag. I think she cheats. I think the game cheats. I think the little card man cheats down the bottom there. He knows what cards he's handing out. He's like, here, Mindy. 2 8s. Okay. No. Mindy's almost backed up to her full amount of money. No. Bet. I call. Okay. I'm going to get rid of 2, 2, and 7, please. I want to keep that ace. I don't care. Let's just bet high on this one. We'll see. But we're going to move on in a second because there's too much teasing going on here. Too much teasing. Let's bet. Let's do it, Mindy. Let's go high. I call. Please don't have higher than 2 8s. She had 2 4s. I won the pot. Any key to deal. It's not. She's just got just a little bit too much cash in her hand now. She's got a lot of money though, this Mindy. She comes round my house with all her money. Well, I like that. 2 kings. I'm on that. 70 left. Come on. I stand. I'm not going to stand. I'm going to bet 5. Or could I call? No, I can bet. Bet 5. I call. I want to get rid of 1, 2, Hit the F button. Don't really care. She's drawn 3. She's probably got. She's gonna bet. She's gonna bet. She's still in it. Right. Okay. Let's raise. 25. We're almost there. Come on. I call. Please be better than Mindy. Please. 2 5s, and I've got 2 kings. What's Mindy got left in her arsenal of money? Was I can't remember Sam Fox's the Sam Fox's was as long as this, to sort of, you know, between rounds and whatever else it was. Can't remember. Okay. Bet 5. I call. Yeah, I bet you do. 1 5. I have literally got the worst possible number of 2s there. I'm gonna have to. Can I call? Stand. She bets 5. Let's try to get her money back here. Try to get. I've only got 2 3s there. It's not gonna be quite good enough. Let's just call it and see what happens. She's gonna probably win this one, unless she's got 2 2s. She's unlikely. She's got 2 5s. Yeah, well and truly. 30 pot is Mindy's. So close, but so far away. So close, but so far away with this one. 2 jacks. Okay, I'm cool with that. That's pretty decent. That's up there. She's gonna bet 20. Oh, we were like that, are we? Go on then, Mindy. I call. Bet you do. 2 3. Please be a queen that comes out. Please be a queen. Please be a queen. Please be a queen. Please be a queen. No. I stand. Yeah, I'm betting. Come on, Mindy. I fold. I think I've won. I think she's going to have to take a top off. I think. No, she's got 0 money. She can't bet. Unbelievable. I got 2 3s. That's rubbish. It's like the worst possible number of them. She's on -5 at the moment. If I win, if you win, I lose my bra. I know the feeling. Happens to me all the time. I'm always losing my bra. Don't even need to bet. I need to bet to change some of the things. Bet 5. I call. Yeah, I need to get rid of the 5 and hope like hell I get something I need. I got a jack. Oh my god, I got a jack. 2 pair. Bet. Go on. If you do that, then you've got to take everything off because you're like -25. I fold. You win the pot. And? Sorry, Mindy. You've lost your bra. Oh, boy. No, no. Ooh. 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 Oh, my goodness. You're playing for my knickers. I'll play for your shirt. There we go. That's enough of that. It's getting a bit rude. It's a bit saucy for a Sunday morning. Behave yourselves. Behave yourselves. You dirty old perverts. You. Right. Okay. Let's get to let's play something less rude. Let's play Roadrunner. I always quite liked Roadrunner. Everybody seems to hate Roadrunner, but I kind of liked it. I don't know why. I think I kind of liked Wile E. Coyote, and I kind of liked the Roadrunner in its own nature, and I quite liked the game, and I quite liked the conversion, and it was crap. But yes, it's one of them sentimentally nostalgic games where I'm like, yeah, it's actually a really good sort of. it's a good game. It's fun. It's silly. It's an Atari game, isn't it? Atari made this one under license from Warner Brothers, obviously clearly under license from Warner Brothers. But of course, there's a big problem here. I can only load the first sort of level and then have to rewind and try and find the exact place because it's the nature of the beast with it. So, but yes, it's there. It's there. Oh God. Ooh, that was a bit rude, wasn't it, for the first thing in the morning? It's a good job you're behind your screens with your coffees. Oh, that was a good coffee. That really was. I really enjoyed that. So weird, that little bit. I always find it weird when games ran on with the sounds of things. People said to me it's probably to do with like 128k versions, but I'm not convinced of that because back in the day you'd have 48k games. If I remember, for instance, Attic Attack, that kind of has a little bit of a run on at the end of the tape. If you listen to it or you let it run on, there's a little bit more what I would call data. Has anybody ever actually tried to load that? I wonder if it's something. It's a something that they put on, like an Easter egg of some sort. We were all about Easter eggs back in the day. Nowadays it's all downloadable content. Don't get freebies. Go get downloadable content. There he is, Mr. Wile E. Coyote himself. And the Roadrunner. Me. That was almost perfect, that. Me. That was worse, but the first one was good. First one was proper me. But yeah, so you have to eat the seeds so that you don't sort of collapse from starvation as the road running bird. They do exist as well. They're a real word. They really do run around, I believe. Quite speedy, actually. Don't think they're as quite as bright blue as our friend here, the Roadrunner. What happened to all these things? Warner Brothers and their Roadrunner and Wile E. It's probably banned nowadays because he's too ferocious. I mean, how dare that wild animal want to eat another wild animal in the grand scheme of nature? Yeah, no more lions are no longer allowed to go and eat antelope. They've decided to move out of that category of life. No more carnivorous behaviour. They're all vegan now. Vegan lions. I amuse myself with this stuff sometimes. I really do. A vegan lions. I got them down, sitting down to a vegan antelope for dinner. Oh, honey, what have you got for dinner tonight? We've got vegan antelope. Yeah, oh my God. Wile E. Coyote currently he's on a vegan diet. Vegan Roadrunner. And some just fungus grown somewhere in the factory of the corn. Yeah. Veggie burger or something similar. There's nothing wrong with them, by the way. I like a bit of vegetarian food. I just think that everything is moderation. I think they're good. You need a good set of minerals and vitamins in you, and they shouldn't be ingested from Glaxo or Wellcome, if you ask me. They shouldn't be produced in a factory. They should maybe come from the food you actually eat. But yeah, I don't know what I had for dinner last night. Actually, now thinking about that, what I had for dinner last night. Was it vegan? No, it wasn't. It was vegan. It was chicken. I had chicken last night. Chicken Kiev, as we're meant to call it now. Can't call it Kiev anymore because that's the Russian name, so it's Chicken Kiev. They've even renamed it in Aldi, if you haven't noticed as well. It's not strange. It's just I get it, but it's like everybody called it Chicken Kiev, but it's now Chicken Kiev. Is that what they eat there though in Kiev? Ukrainians sit down to a garlic-based sort of herby chicken breasts. Must have a lot of chickens. I haven't seen a lot of chickens. Must have a lot of chickens, though. There we go. There's our Roadrunner. Brilliant. Oh. What's the tune? I'm sure it's... All right, so I've got to keep eating the food. Well, and avoiding Mr. Coyote. If I don't eat enough food, I'm in trouble. It's one of the weird things about the game. If you don't eat the food, you missed seed. Yeah, if you miss too much seed, you get into trouble. And you die of starvation because your seedometer goes right down. You've got to get all the seed. It's really annoying. Yeah, you got to eat as much seed as you can. If you miss too much seed, he starves. It's really weird. Oh, Mr. Seed, that. Oh, I can daze him with the beep beep. Mr. Seed. Been eaten. As I say, I've got a kind of a weird fascination with it. I mean, simple enough game. I like the way he runs, though. The Roadrunner. Oh. It's quite tough, actually, if I'll be honest. It is quite tough. You've got to hit the seed at the right place as well. Otherwise, it doesn't. He missed seed. Yeah, I know I missed the seed. Bloody fit seed. There we go. Into this. Oh, bit here. And you got to run through it. It's really awkward. It's really annoying. It's not brilliant. It's not a great game. But I like it. I don't know why. I'm I think I'm strange. Not for there we go. For liking it. I would have died anyway from lack of seed. Oh no, missed my seed there. Be like, you missed seed. Yeah, I know. Didn't miss that seed though. Look, I missed. Oh no, don't miss that seed. Oh, missed the seed. I broke away from him. I made it through the first level. I can't believe I made the first level. Me. I'm a road runner. Maybe. Me. Found one. Searching for two. Right, okay, fair enough. You got to reset the counter at the beginning of it all. To be fair, somebody who sent me a copy was Bazar H. It was very kind of him. Sent me a copy of this because I was like, I need a copy of it, and he's like, I'm clearing out. Here, have this one. So I was like, oh, very nice. Baz's not been very active recently on YouTube. I've kind of missed him. Got lots of other things to do in his life, though. That's what people do. People drift away from these things and then drift back again. I don't want to fast forward it because it's going to load level 2 when it gets to it, so we'll wait for it to load level 1 first, then we'll do level 2. Fingers crossed, and then we'll do them. Them. It came from the desert. Still searching. It came from the desert. Do you remember that one? It was where giant ants, wasn't it? Sort of mutated ants. Loading 2. Here we go. Loading it. So level 2 of the Roadrunner. This is kind of a weird level, isn't it? It's really annoying though, because do you know something? I think my first experience of a multi-loader on the Spectrum was probably. That's failed. I'm not surprised. There's no bloody space on the tape left. I'm not surprised. We'll move on. We're going to put them on. No, my first experience of a multi-loader, I think, was Agent X from Mastertronic. It was most definitely a game that was that had a multi-load in it. Quite liked it though, because there was a car level, wasn't there at the beginning? I was really quite into that one. Yeah, so there was that. That was I think that was my first taste of the thing that was multi-load at the time. I've got to rewind this tape. It's not been rewound. Right, okay, down basic and we'll load did it. What was everybody else's first ones? I think that was my first one. And then I think then the big one that was a real, because it was a real love for my life. I loved, me and my mates, we just never just spent ages playing Target Renegade. Target Renegade was the game to play on multiplayer, and it had a multi-load, of course, for the 48k users out there. Us 40k users had to reload the levels, and we missed out an entire level and the music that the 128k people had. That was a big multi-load one for me. What was another one that I rather liked that was multi-load? There wasn't very many. I tried to stay away from them. I even on What's on the Tape and even parts of sort of, you know, the games that I play to review and whatever else it is, or sort of semi-review, sort of play games I haven't played before, games I have played before in the past. I try and stay away from multi-loads because they're not a lot of fun really, because you have to rewind the tapes and put it here, there, and everywhere, and whatever else is. This week's, if you haven't watched it already, is Silent Shadow. This is a game that was technically exclusive to Kicks, but it was released in Spain initially. That's a multi-load. It's quite annoying actually, to be honest with you. But at the same time, it's an impressive looking game, but then it's quite annoying at the same time. It's very annoying. So it's a hard one to sort of. I get the reason for multi-loads, and some games it worked really well, and some other games it just wasn't quite as good as it could possibly be for it. So there we go, them. Copyright Pirate Software 1988, so late in the day. Let's look at the instructions and see what it says. It says, them. By Harry Prince. Harry Prince, the name rings a bell. What's Harry done? Somebody's told me about this before. He copied something else. He copied Booty, I think, as Moonlight Madness? No, something else he copied. Sorry, somebody else will know in the comments. There's terror in the village of Woodfleet, normally friendly Woodhaven nestling between dark places and crags of Black Forest and Gaelic Sea. I think that the fact that they're nestling in dark places is probably a bad thing. If you're to succeed, then Macro and his hordes will be forever condemned to wander the lost places of Hades and be banished from sights. So you've got to succeed, you've got to get rid of these hordes. Well, what's the controls? QA, OP, I for fire spells. Why is, oh god, I for spells. Restart. There is a 48k mode. Oh, sorry, 128k mode. I missed that. Pirate Software would love to hear from wild programmers who would like to see their games published. Wild programmers, they're just like wild. They're held in forests and cages normally. You have to kind of tame them with the I don't know, ZX Spectrum goodies or something like that. You've got to get like an Interface 1 out and wave it in front of them. Look at the tasty Interface 1. Wild gamers. I can imagine them foraging in the woods, you know, looking for power leads to plug in their CRT TVs. That's it, you know, so wild gamers or wild programmers. not to be confused with normal programmers who go to work and program things. You know, not to be confused with the games devs or games programmers. No, wild only, wild pirate ones, pirate programmers. They all have patches and parrots called Polly. Oh dear. Sorry, it amused me. Right, okay, I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do, but there's plenty of writing on here. I'd like to say there's lots of writing on here. They used to be at, I mean, this actually makes me laugh, even the address makes me laugh. 197 to 199, like the price, 199 range. 99, City Road, London. What, a road in the sea? EC1V 1JN, London. Software Publishing Associates. Actually, that's who they were, weren't they? Software Publishing Associates. Warning, do not broadcast this on TV without first... It's not TV, it's YouTube. It's totally different. No longer YouTube is a completely different thing altogether. In fair though, most gamers nowadays and most games developers, even Nintendo, who are notoriously bad for not letting people use their you know, sort of bits and pieces, they're kind of okay, because at the end of the day, most of the time it's advertising, unless you're saying it's crap, you know. So But anyway, right, okay. Oh! Oh my god! Hello, Attic Attack! It's like Attic Attack a little bit. Row. I don't know what he said there. He said something about dying. RIPs and grip. No, it's RIP and whatever else is, or whatever else is. I've got like a dead count at the bottom as well. I quite like that. Gotta kill the dead. Oh, it says them. Them. Hang on, so what am I doing? I'm... Oh, it's blooming... Quite like it. It's very... I like it. I like the way it plays. It's very smooth. It's not what I expected. Apparently the Chemstone joystick element of it's broken, though. Which is very weird. Them. Died a lot. HS Priest. Them. And he got me. 1 minute. Hang on. What am I meant to be doing? Come on, let's see if I can work out what I'm meant to be doing. Hang on. Because that actually looks really good. I like that. Them. What am I meant to be doing? What's the name of the game? Right, hang on. You must seek out the cloaks of invulnerability, book of power, to recharge your skills and give you bottle... Yeah, alright, fine, whatever. Then you must collect the amulets, which are recorded in manuscripts of light. At the bottom of the screen, together with the passage of time, you must race back to the lost places... Oh my god, there's things to collect, basically. Avoid zombie markers... In less time, you'll have taken to collect the amulets before returning to Woodfleet and returning the happiness. Right, okay. I can't work that out. Only you, the apprentice magician, will be able to find the amulets of Peter, the woodcutter, and return them to his cart. If you succeed, then the macro hordes will be forever condemned to want to... Right, okay, so I've got to find amulets. Right, I'm liking it, but it needed a bit of instruction there, so that's the for to play. Ah, there's his cart. So I've got to find the amulets. Them. I like the speech. I don't like where the fire button is. I'll be brutally honest. It's really, really awkward because it makes me push the wrong button a lot. That's not an amulet. So there's his cart horse. What's this? I like it. It's very playable. Graphics are good. What was the game this guy did? There was a copy of something else. It was really good, but it was a copy. This kind of reminds me a bit of Attic Attack, and maybe Saberwolf? Saberwolf? Definitely need a map for this, by the way, because that's me back to the first room, look. There. Can't put anything as cart yet, because I haven't got it. There's something else I've collected. At rest you. This way. It says 5 levels to this game. It said something like that. Do you think I found something there? I know, there's an amulets thing at the bottom. Look, there. It says amulets. What you're talking about. I've got that. Them. Oh, it definitely needs mapped, peoples. Oh, I'm recommending this one. It's because playable. One of the things about it is the controls are very smooth. You know, there's a bit of slowdown, obviously, when you're firing a lot of things and a lot of things are going on, but genuinely, pretty playable. Firing and going left, though, seems to be a bit of a problem. If I fire and go left, I sometimes end up hitting there, see? But yeah, very, very playable. Definitely needs mapping, though. Them. Oh, I'm liking it a lot. What a great way to end this episode. This is brill. Them. Ooh. Find a copy. Get a copy. That's good. I like that a lot. I like the hands coming up as well. That's kind of cool. Definitely is a map though, but I like the feel of that. That's a game I could see myself getting really into, but I would be drawing up every room as I went, and you know, sort of hand drawing every single map area of them. I need a map now to try and kind of have a little bit further go on it. Anyway, I've been your host, Real Genetic Demon. Thank you for watching. Please feel free to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye bye now.